Now that you've got your pencil and your paper, I need you to print a capital A. Next to that A, I want you to, in small, E's, 2 E's. Why? Because A ends in E. A. Tip of the tongue, right behind the teeth, makes you almost smile. E. A. You don't make it real obvious, but it runs into A. So it's A. Roll a little tick across the paper, put a capital I. And those 2 E's down there. I. Not just I or I. I. With an E. Same way with the tip of the tongue behind the teeth. E. I. From there we go to the other 2. If you noticed, A, E, and I, phonetically, what you heard ended in the E. Be aware of the E's. I'm going to show you how to go through a song in a few minutes, so don't get discouraged. Some of this is long, but some things you just have to sit through. Some things you can't just book in chapters. They got to be caught. And you have to take the time and wait for it to roll by for you to catch it. You feel me? If you don't, I'm sorry. But anyway, A, E, I. Then you got the last 2. O, U. O, U. Phonetically, in common, they have the oo. O, U. So, the same way you did the A, E, I, on the O, you want to put 2 small O's down at the bottom so that you go into the oo. And with the U, make sure that the oo comes in at the end. These are the things that you have to paint with, and they're faithful to you. You be faithful to them and put them in the right places. Some of this will come clearer as we go along, once you start learning to ride the musical wave. Remember, there are places we're going. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. But make sure you got those things, A, E, I, O, and U at the top of the page, because we're going to do an exercise very shortly. Hang tough, y'all. I know it's long and it's kind of tedious, but good for you. Hang tough. See you soon. So let's get to some of it. You ever notice when you listen to some people sing, they got good voices, but it's mush. If you didn't know the song, you wouldn't know what they were singing. That should never happen to you. You're an artist. You try your best to paint, make things clear, vibrant, understood, and beautiful. If you don't, you're just another one of them karaoke singers. And I know you're not that. Many of you are so much more, all of you probably. Make it do what it's supposed to do to the best of your ability. Check yourself and see if you can. Most of us say, I can't do that. How do you know? You ain't never tried. Give it a shot, a real shot. Diction is the most important thing that you can do as a singer. What do I mean by diction? While you're at home, what I want you to do is get a pencil and a piece of paper. I'll give you a couple of seconds to do that. Get your pencil and a piece of paper, or even record what I'm saying if you're not already. Vowels. That is what you use to paint with. Mostly, when you paint, they're long tone vowels. And for you, it's imperative that you know how they're made when you sing them, so that when you sing them, they're on pitch, clear, and understood. The long tone, the short tone vowels, the a, the I, the eh, the the ah, and the those are a little bit hard to paint with because they sound like they just did, like you're going dot, 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 dot. You can try to hold them out, but they don't have much weight. All the weight of a song is on the long tone vowels. At the top of your paper, you want to make a capital A. Nice size. Over that A, right above it, put A, E. See, because A, E, and I all have something in common phonetically, meaning what you hear. Hopefully you got the concept of the A, E, I, O, and U as paint. Hopefully. I'm going to take our time and try and help you to relate this to a song. So what I need you to do is to pick out a song that you want to sing. Something that you like. Something that speaks to your heart. When you get that song with that paper with the A, E, I, O, U at the top, you're going to have that as a reference. I want you to phonetically, or listen to, every word in the song that you want to sing, so you can identify the A, E, I, O, and U, because there's going to be some places where you can take and elongate them. There's going to be some places where you can shorten them. There's some places in there where you can turn them into a riff or a series of notes that fit in the key. And it's going to be time, but you're going to have to use these vowels to do it. So let's say, for instance, you chose Mary Had a Little Lamb. You would go through that sentence with, can I hear an A, E, I, O, or U? Mary. Well, okay, we would take and put a little line over the Y in Mary. That's an A. No, that's an E. Mary. Had. Don't have to worry about it. It's one of them long short tone vowel sounds. Mary had a. Now that one's debatable depending upon the song. You have to try and read the lyric to the song and see if it applies. It's Mary had a little lamb, or is it Mary had a little lamb? It's open to interpretation, but if it is the Mary had a, you could put a little slice over the top. The way you heard it, was it Mary had a, or was it Mary had a? That's creative license. You can use it either way you want to go. Little. No A, E, I, O, U in that. Lamb. Unfortunately, no A, E, I, O, U in that. However, you will go to the next line of the song and continue to identify when you hear A, E, I, O, U. Shall we go a little further? His fleece was white as snow. His. Hearing A, E, I, O, U there? No. Fleece. Well, goodness gracious, there's an E there. Fleece was known. White. Do you hear I in white? Something to be mindful of as you sing the song. His fleet was white. There's a whole lot that you can do with that. His fleet was white. His fleet was white. His fleet was white as snow. It all depends on the interpretation. I'm just telling you, there's many things you can do with that I. But recognize that I is there. His fleet was white. Notice it went into an I eat. His fleet was white as snow. Can't identify anything there. As him. Snow. Hot dogs, you got that O. His fleet was white as snow. Whole lot to be done with an O. You just have to know it's there. When you go through your song, word by word, look for the long tone vowels because those are the ones that you can paint with. I realize my paint might have been a little bit dull right about this time, but you get my idea. A, E, I, O, U. Remember, write the song out all the way. If you feel like it, give me a call or write me and let me know that you did the exercise and I'll grade it for you. Give me a call. It's the fastest way. I'm usually available during the day. Work most of the night, but give me a call if you want to. 707-386-2133. I'm going to stop at this junction and allow you to think about it and to try it. Do it. Make it do what it do. This is the next section in diction. Don't miss what you're supposed to get. Vocalese with Jonathan B Pryor. One step at a time. Stick around. Come back. There will be a next time. I love you. Peace.